There we go, we got another thing in here. So these are some YouTubers. Watch the channel. I'm not sure if they have a channel or not, but they watch YouTube. And we're gonna look this over for them, check it out, bumper to bumper, give it a once over, look at everything on it, from the tread on the tires, the wipers and the horn and all the signals and safety stuff. And then we're going to give the motor a look over, see what's going on with it. It's running a little rich or something, smells of gas. And it's that kind. You guys have seen these before. This is a mostly original here, I do believe. So it'll be cool to look it over and check it out for them. And they should get plenty of miles of smiles with this one. It's in pretty good shape. So it was originally green. It's white now. Somebody did an excellent job of changing the color. Mini-me. And so the shop got cleaned up a little bit. Got reorganized. Brought the old toolbox out here in the daylight so I could go through it and put the rest of this stuff away. And you can see the sockets and stuff much better now, so it's easier to get to this stuff. I don't have to walk to the back, and you can see back there in the cracks and crevices. So I'll blow this out with an air hose tomorrow and organize it a little better and stuff like that. Had the old doctor thing today. Got loaded up on the steroids for another couple of weeks, and yeah, should be able to walk pretty good tomorrow. Just got up, slept most of the day away, so. But did manage to get some of this done last night. Got this back corner cleaned. I've been wanting to do this back here for a long time, and went through and organized some of it. Can't get rid of it, but organized the horde. I saw Harv today. He's trying to get some stuff running and use some tools that he's never used before that he has, and trying to do the same here, trying to clean up. So got the doors for the Bronchio, and I got a drive shaft for that now, so we need to get this thing around and get it painted up. But tomorrow is Volkswagen day. So got this thing and brake job. So I saw Matt's video the other day. There's a lathe that you could probably do a baseball bat on. Good lathe. I don't know how bad that fluorescent light's messing with my shot there. But there's some gouging tools. These are from the 60s, man. I remember my dad using these in the early 70s, and this stuff was all old when he got it. Need to clean it up a little bit. Some of them are a little rusty. But I think that's what they call these gouges. Different shapes. And stuff. I don't know if you can make a baseball bat with this. I bet my stepdad could. There's the arm, or the rest, or whatever you call it. And, I don't know, it's got that kind of chuck. I don't know if that's good or bad. My dad used to make all kinds of furniture with this thing, but I wasn't paying attention. So anyway, that's what's going on here today. Recovering. And tomorrow we'll get out here. Got a brake job coming in this thing here, so we'll definitely turn the old camera on and we'll document this thing and go over it. This guy's looking for some top pieces. Anybody has a frame for one of these, I'll just put it out there. Just let me know. Give me an idea what you want for it. I think his top's not too bad. The top's not the expensive part though. The framework is, and his seems to be tweaked. Don't know if that blew open while they were going down the road or what. We'll try to take a look at that tomorrow and see what exactly the deal is. But yeah, got our build over there. It's covered up right now. Got to get back on that. I think I got to run the triangle tomorrow, and I got to get some longer oil pump studs for that one. And that's why I stopped on it. And then we got to do the lifter thing. Somebody was asking me about lifters, and if I like the lube hole lifters. I don't care for the lube hole lifters because that was a concept that the NASCAR guys came up with. They run like a dry sump Weaver pump, you know, out of this world oil pump system, and they can afford to have a little bit of an extra oil galley or a leak here or there. But when you take a 24 thousandths hole and you have 8 lifters and you add that up, it's a pretty big hole. So you can try to compensate with a bigger oil pump and stuff, and chances are it's not going to work. It's going to wear the lifter just like if you had the hole or you didn't have the hole. The funny thing about this lifter, it's a pretty amazing little piece. You can modify them and you can do things to them, and they work really well to a certain extent, and then they don't work anymore. When we race these things, we'll either go to a roller cam or we'll put a tool steel billet and then get tool steel lifters. They're called Uno Bakers, and the lifters are about $500-700. But if you don't wipe the cam out, you don't have all that metal going through your really high dollar engine parts. And if you're doing a racing applications, I would probably go with the Uno Baker tool steel lifter. A couple different companies sell them, but they're the best known. And make sure they're new when you order them. And you can get the cams from a couple different people. Jack Sketty and Ron Loomis sells them. I think Paradise has a line. But if you're running a street grind, you can make pretty good power with a pretty small cam, and you can run a single spring instead of going with a dual spring on the street. And the combination seems to last a little longer with the Volkswagen lifter. Anytime you go to a double spring or increase the spring pressure, you're sort of gambling with the Volkswagen lifter. This is a Chevy style spring. This is what's on the new heads that I bought from my car, and these are basically a small block Chevy. I think they're 1.47. Here's a Volkswagen spring. There's the Chevy spring next to it. You could almost run that Volkswagen spring as the dampener. There's the dampener spring next to the VW stock spring. And you can see there's quite a bit more spring pressure when you go with this Chevy setup. And we're always chasing lifters when we run these springs. But anyway, hope that answered some questions. I'm going to try to make a lifter video. When I prep the lifters for that motor, I got to notch them. And I know the bores have already been fitted to the lifters that haven't notched the lifters yet. We'll deburr them and then drop them in the case. And I like to smooth the radius on the lifter too, so the cam's not colliding with that sharp edge. This is the, what did I do with that lifter that I had? There's one that's been done on the edge. You can see how the edge is knocked down, a little shiny all the way around it. You want to make sure that's smooth. You can do that with a piece of mechanics cloth or you know, sandpaper. But anyway, I wanted to let this guy know his thing was sleeping inside tonight, and that's nice and safe. His windows won't disappear. So everybody have a good night. Try to get some videos up for you tomorrow. Appreciate you commenting and watching the videos. It means a lot. It's Christmas time, and I probably wouldn't have had much of a Christmas if it wouldn't been for the YouTube community supporting my channel and watching the videos, clicking on the ads, and subscribing to the channel. It helps big time. It's right now it's the only game in town for me, so it helps me a lot. And I bought presents for my kids this year, so I appreciate it. Some of you guys know I talked to you about the neck thing. The hospital and the doctor and everybody that's involved has decided to just settle it out of court, so that takes a lot of pressure off me, and that's pretty cool. So don't know all the details, just know that I got a letter saying that they didn't want to litigate. We were trying to work it out, so that's good news. There's a lot less stress in my life, and hopefully good things will come from it. So you guys have a great day. Push that record button, and we'll see you tomorrow.